Welcome back to The Talk. Today we're excited to introduce to you one of our newest members of our team, Brian Kennedy, our sales director based in Grand Junction, Colorado. We're thrilled to have him on board and get to know him both personally and professionally.
Brian, welcome to the team. First off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me and thanks for asking. I was born and raised in Canada, so my passion is obviously hockey and a bunch of other things. But when it comes to a professional background, I have a little over 28 years, which is I had to think about that today. 28 years in the marketing and advertising space. Worked for companies as a vice president of USA Today, as well as CBS Radio, and then launched a platform across the state or the country of Canada, which is Living Social, which was a competitor to Groupon. So, always been in the advertising space for 28 years. One of the things I'm most proud of is my wife passed away at a young age of 33 of breast cancer, so started a foundation called Megan's Dream, and that's been my passion since 2007, bringing families together, understanding exactly what needs to what leads to breast cancer and how we can support them. So I've been involved on a lot of different things over the years.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. I'm so sorry about our heart. That's terrible.
Yeah, so sorry for your loss, but that's amazing what you're doing with it.
It's cool you shifted it into a positive thing. It's cool to help other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What drew you to the marketing role in the first place, or this role specifically that you have now with us?
My youngest son, Campbell, was a great athlete for many, many years. He played t-ball, then went into soccer and AAU basketball, then started in golf at a fairly young age, but it was kind of behind his peers. And it happened just before COVID, and we were struggling for ways to get him recognized on a national platform with college coaches and everybody else, because everything was shut down. Coaches couldn't come and see him, and he was just basically going to play golf by himself. And he and I just discussed ongoing plans and how we can create exposure for him. So we created videos, and we created a whole social media platform for him. And it became so successful for him. Plus, he was really good. He was ranked in the top 50 in the world. That I found that parents and others like Campbell were struggling to get recognized. And when I spoke to Mike, I just thought this was like something I've been missing, because my son Campbell he's moved on to professional golf, and I wanted to find ways now to help other families and other people understand the platform space that's available to them, and work with them when I was struggling in my own journey, and as well as my son's.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Really just ties into the full brand image and all that we stand for. So you kind of talked about what excites you about this role. Is there anything specific that you're excited about being a part of the sales team here?
Yeah, just sharing my experience. I mean, I'm a firsthand person that dealt with it, so I want to convey the importance of understanding what it takes for kids, parents, coaches, and everybody else that's involved to share what their passions are. We're parents, so we love our kids, and we want to help them with everything that they aspire to do. And working with a sales team at Fandom Nation, to me, is like, how can we all together collaborate and work together to find ways to share the message of our platform and what we can do for those people that are faced with that kind of like wall of understanding. There's so many things changing when it comes to how things are being processed these days, and we want to be the conduit to be able to match up individuals, young kids, parents, and families to the programs that they're looking to partner with.
Yeah, absolutely. I know you kind of touched on it a little bit, just about with your son and making videos for him and stuff, but what is it about Fan Day Nation or this company or this culture that made you want to join?
Mike, for one, he shares the same the
Pretty
same
cool guy.
passion and vigor that I do. I have a servant mentality that I want to help other people. Being in as you mentioned in the first question, being in my role for 28 years, I've held leadership roles, and I feel that motivation comes from within an individual. Inspiration comes from exterior goals and aspirations, and Mike I know has that. And when I spoke to him for the first time, I spoke to my wife, and she was like, this is what you've been missing. This is something that you need to do. And I'm so excited about being part of the company and their goals, because it is something that I was missing for a little bit while I was doing it with my son. And so Mike fortunately brought me on board to help.
Well, that's amazing. We're so happy to have you.
Yes, super cool story. I love how it touches into your son and, having this whole background that you worked as, as a parent trying to get your kid noticed. It's a hard world. I mean, it's crazy, especially with all this new media and everything too. You gotta be locked in, you gotta be on top of it. So it's super cool that you can be a part of that and help that change. As you settle in, what are some of your top priorities for the first few months here at Fan Day Nation?
Is to tell my story and share what I went through, and I'm pretty sure it's going to align similar to what other families are going through. Share the Fan Day Nation story and what the goals are that we have to help individual student athletes get on board. And there's so much to talk about that I think that it's just like it's the direction without a destination journey. It's like I want to get there, but I don't know how to get there. And so that's where I think that we can help them, is to show them here's the path that we can help you with. And that's what really excites me about everything.
Well, yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
Heck yeah.
I love it. One more question for you, Brian, before we let you go, is how do you want to be remembered?
That's an interesting question. I've never been asked before. I, and hopefully I don't have to have it answered soon. But I want to be remembered as somebody that has given everything on an unselfish way of doing things, where selfishly it helps me fill the void and help other people get to the down the path of the journey they want to achieve. Everybody wakes up every day and is like, I want to do this or I want to do that, but they don't understand maybe how to get there. And I'm reading a book, and I've read a book, this is the same book for many years. It's like once you achieve a goal, then you figure out the journey to get there, and it's about individuals figuring out what their goal is and then understanding the journey to accomplish that. And that's hopefully what I share with people on day-to-day conversations.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Super awesome, Brian. Thank you so much for kind of sharing a little bit of your story. I know everyone at Fan Day Nation is super excited to see what you do and what you make of this company, and learn a little more about your story in the future here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
Thank you both. Appreciate your time.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Brian. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.